back again. When it touches your lips.
So good when it touches your lips. Ho, 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 Edward.
Merry Christmas, Michael.
Yes, to you as
Tis
well.
the season.
Which, for what, exactly? Tis the season to be jolly? What is it? What is it?
This go around, tis the season to probably stay indoors and, not hang out with a bunch of family members.
Yep.
2 of my brother-in-laws, COVID positive, so won't be hanging out with that branch.
Hell of a timing, huh? So I've kept my 2 children plus 6 neighborhood children in my garage since August. Kept them in my garage since August doing homeschool, and we've had the option to go back to school, regular, and we never took it because we wanted the kids to be able to spend the holidays with their grandparents.
Okay.
So, week of Thanksgiving, my mother-in-law tested positive for COVID, so they were out for Thanksgiving. My mom and dad watched too much news, so they decided to stay in their cave for Thanksgiving. Didn't go anywhere, so we didn't have any family for Thanksgiving. And now here we are again at Christmas, and we'll see what happens. So I might have kept 8 children in my garage since September, August, for no reason.
All right. I have a couple of questions that have been on my mind.
Okay.
Should presents from Santa Claus be wrapped?
Some of them, yes. You can see behind me, we have got 1 dozen or so wrapped Santa Claus presents.
Okay.
Downstairs, we have 2 bicycles unwrapped and a 54-inch basketball hoop unwrapped. I think part of the fun is wrapping them. When I was a kid, my mom wrapped everything except for like a bicycle and ripping them open. I thought that was part of the fun. My wife, on the other hand, said that part of her fun was running into the living room and seeing all of the different things unwrapped under the tree. So we've got 2 different schools of thought there. So,
well, I grew up with everything being wrapped.
Yeah.
And I like that.
Me too. Yeah.
What's in here,
Yeah. Yep.
And then it's like a pair of socks and you toss them over your shoulder.
Toss them. What's next?
Yeah. Another question I have, this concept was brought to my attention for the first time this year. There's a lot of teachers out there that are urging parents to not give the big presents, expensive presents from Santa. They should be from you, because a lot of the kids who come from a lower income, when everyone's back at school and people are telling their friends, I got a laptop computer from Santa.
Yep.
The kids who don't come from as wealthy of a family are basically questioning the teachers, like, does Santa not love me as much because he only got me an orange?
So we 2 years ago, we got, I don't know if someone posted it online, my wife saw it, but the same message. And we had bought at that point a Ninja Warrior set jungle gym thing for my daughter, because she's a Ninja Warrior, and we had bought a Nintendo Switch for my son. And so we decided that year, for that reason, after Amanda read that,
came from you,
that the Nintendo Switch and the Ninja Warrior set came from Mommy and Daddy, and everything else came from Santa Claus. So last year, they didn't behave very well, so we didn't really get them any nice shit, so it was all from Santa Claus. This year, it's all going to be from Santa Claus. But yeah, because they've been in my garage, they're not going back to school, so I don't have to worry about that. But it's interesting thought process.
Yeah.
I don't think I ever had conversations like that when I was a kid about, I don't know.
I always thought the Santa kind of liked me.
Yeah, so did I. I was like, I've been a good boy. Just reinforced all of the effort I was putting in the rest of the year.
I know we've talked about this before, but obviously we want to teach our children to not be liars and tell the truth. And this time of year, millions, billions of parents use the whole Santa thing, naughty, nice, as some serious leverage, even though it is all a facade.
Yeah, it's white lie, little white lie.
Yeah,
It's
whatever.
not hurting anybody. And if it gets the kids to behave in a way that we know that they're going to have to behave in the real world,
Win-win.
Yeah, win for everybody. They're going to be better, upstanding, human beings, and we're going to have fewer headaches.
All right.
But
Keep the lie alive.
I don't see any fewer headaches, though. Do you? My kids act the exact same way, except now, rather than yelling at them, sitting in their room, I say, "You know that fucking elf is watching you," and it's still the same stuff. It's just different. Someone else is watching you rather than me. So
Yeah, different form
doesn't
of
really,
bribery.
doesn't really help. And they're gonna. I mean, I think most parents are soft by nature.
Sure.
They're gonna get a bunch of shit anyway.
Sure.
Even if they are bad, because we love them, even if they're little fucks sometimes. So,
Is that the technical term?
I think so. Little fucks. I think that is exactly the technical term. And if someone disagrees, they either don't have any little fucks or they're full of shit.
Yeah. Okay. Got that cleared up.
You,
What else? What else is going on in the world?
Let's see. You got some sports are back.
Sports are back.
Sports have been back. Some of them. NBA's back. Outside of the bubble. Wonder how long that'll last before someone gets sick. James Harden already had a party at a strip club.
Oh, he did?
Oh yeah. He's trying to get
a good
traded. He wants to get traded. Doesn't want to be in Houston anymore. Maskless stripper party.
Wow.
It's a good way to get traded. Great way to decrease the amount of people who want to trade you or want to trade for you.
Yeah.
So he did that in Miami. He said, "No, we don't want you." It's Miami said that. Like, oof.
Yeah, they'll take anyone usually.
Problems. All right, so college football, bowl season.
Yes.
They let anyone into bowls these days.
Yeah.
Watching the game last night, and none of you know those were schools. I might have screwed up with my son. So Mikey started asking me, "Daddy, can you help me make a fantasy football team?"
Okay.
I said, "No, son, the season's already over. You know, a lot of fantasy football leagues, the season's done. They got maybe one game left, right?" And he goes, "No, help me make it. How do I do it?" And so I was like, you go to ESPN.com, and you can click on fantasy. You go, but you can't make a team now because you got to draft players, and there's going to be a league. I said, but what you can do, you can do the college football bowl pick'em. And so
But
Mikey,
what we can do, son, is find a bookie and bet on these games. Let me teach you that.
So
Jim.
Mikey, he made a college football bowl pick'em, and sent out some email, invited people to pick. And last night we missed the first game by the time we made it, but yesterday were the first two games that he'd actually picked himself. And he sat on the couch until the end of the last bowl game last night with his laptop in front of him, and was like, "I don't think Derek knows what he's doing, Daddy. Derek picked that last game wrong. I don't even think Derek's gonna get this game." So he's talking shit. He is glued to the TV, and he said to me today, he goes, "Daddy, I have to get my hair cut at 11, but I'll be home by 3:30. So I'll text you and let you know what's going on with the first bowl game." So I'm like, "Oh no, oh no." He's
hooked.
Caught the bug.
Oh, dear.
And I said to him, I go, "So Mikey, if you're gonna make this league, you gotta have people buy in, and people gotta pay you to get it to make picks." I go, "Or do you just want to say whoever wins, give them $20 and like a baseball hat or something?" He goes, "Let's do $20 in a baseball hat for now." So $20 in a baseball hat are on the line, and he could not be more focused and competitive. So
Yeah.
we shall see what happens.
It's all about focus.
Who are you picking college football here? Fighting Irish?
Nah. Irish are always overrated. They got found out against Clemson last week. I think Alabama is, by far the best team. So
Yeah, Alabama and Clemson are on a different level than every other program that I've seen. So, Eddie, you seem a little off this morning, Eddie. You all right? What's going on?
I had a bit of a big day, big evening last night.
Big day and a big evening.
Little hair of the dog. I'm just easing back into.
All right, make sure you don't have.
I'm fine. I'm good.
Make sure you don't have the Rona. I mean, stay 15 feet away.
Yep. I think I probably already had it at some point.
Yeah, I imagine.
But I did test negative about right before Thanksgiving. So.
Now, how was your experience with your test?
Wasn't too bad. Parking lot of a church.
Yeah.
Waited for about 45 minutes. Filled out the little questionnaire. Lady came to my window, shoved a Q-tip into my brain. Wasn't all that pleasant. And then got the results back about 24 hours later.
My experience was totally different, which makes me wonder if I actually got a real COVID test or if that lady was just fucking with me.
Well, let's start with some questions. Where did they penetrate you?
They didn't. I penetrated myself.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And so I was out by Six Flags out there, and it was a drive-through. I was there, early in the morning. There's no wait. I drove through. Lady looking like she's out of the damn Outbreak movie from the 90s comes up to the car. I didn't have to fill anything out. I had the confirmation on my phone. She handed me a long Q-tip that had a little etch mark in the stem. She goes, all right, you're just going to stick that up your nose until I tell you to stop. Once I buried the little etch mark, and then spin it around for 10 seconds. And then she gave me a little vial that had some kind of, liquid in it, and I had to then break it off into the liquid, screw the cap on, and hand it back to her.
When she saw your nose, did she put the little etch mark a little further down?
She moved it. No, that's why I said maybe that's why it was easy for me. I was like, it didn't really tickle my brain, and also came back negative. So who knows?
Yeah, I'm 44 of an age. I went to see the doctor, and he put his finger up my, hoop. I think I should get a new dentist. He shouldn't be doing that, should he? He said he had to.
Sounds like I read an article. This isn't even funny. This is actually really terrible. There's a guy who was the sports physician at Ohio State who there's just an ongoing joke amongst all the athletes and the sports programs that you didn't want to get sick because if you had to go see the team doctor, first thing he was going to do was grab your balls. Like, it didn't matter what was going on. Yeah, my eye.
I think I've broken my finger.
I got something in my eye. All right, take your pants off.
Sure.
It's terrible, but that gets swept under the rug at Ohio State. It's not a big deal apparently. It's kind of bullshit. Yeah. Woof.
I think I have a cold.
Yeah.
All right, whip them off. This is all part of the strategy.
So, yeah. If you need a COVID test, take your pants off. What about the vaccine? You gonna get vaccinated?
Yeah, why not? I'm gonna give it a little bit of time, see if people start growing like a third eye or something. But yeah, I won't be the first in line, but I think I'll ultimately get it.
Yeah, I got the flu shot one time.
Yeah,
and got the flu that year.
Yeah, me too.
And so
it's the only year I've gotten the flu in like 10 years is when I got the flu shot.
Yeah, me too. You see all the politicians are all getting their vaccines on TV.
Oh, yeah.
Live TV.
There you go.
So you can believe everything you see on TV.
That's right.
Right? Like, it's got to be real, right? Shit, 2016, they said Donald Trump was the president. You believe that shit?
Nah.
What do you think? What do you think is going on with him? I had an interesting conversation with my dad.
He's been laying low, isn't he?
Well, you see him yesterday?
No.
So yesterday, he's like $600 stimulus. That's terrible. It's an embarrassment. I will not sign this until the American people get $2,000 each, which is the exact opposite of what was happening. But I at this point, I kind of love it. He's like, fuck it. I'm going to just tear as much stuff up on my way out of this house as humanly possible.
Everybody gets a new car.
Yeah. $2,000 each for everybody. I'm like, cool, bring it.
Yeah, it's not good.
No.
Our kids are going to be paying 80% tax. But, oh well.
Yeah, Trump doesn't care. How many, he pardons himself on the way out? Pardons himself, gives himself permanent immunity from any wrongdoings? Because even if he didn't do anything wrong, they're going to come after him.
Sure.
You know? Like he did nothing wrong. I think he's done some things wrong, but if he did nothing, they're still going to come after his ass, which I think is stupid. If you're a Democrat, leave him alone. Get him out of the fucking conversation. Just act like he doesn't even exist the day that Biden is inaugurated, because if you don't, you're just creating a massive uprising that's ultimately going to cost you the election in 2024. Don't do it. Just, I think, out of sight, out of mind, they need to just ignore him.
Yeah.
But they won't, because they're not smart. They're politicians.
Isn't he going to start a news channel?
I think that's been his long-term play this entire time, is to start his own media, conglomerate, and just be in charge of everything. Wait.
There you go.
Not a bad play.
Yeah.
I got a big wrestling event come Sunday.
Oh, nice.
Yep. I'm slated for an in-ring promo.
Okay.
Where I do my best work in the ring.
We going back to my dentist story?
No. What?
Sorry.
No.
In the ring, I got confused.
No, a different ring. Wrestling ring. So that's exciting. I'm excited for that.
Yeah.
Sunday the 27th, 6 p.m., District Atlanta Wrestling Entertainment, show of the year. Tickets on sale now. You must be invited. So let us know, and we'll send you the invite to buy a ticket.
I went to the last one.
You did?
I thought $30 on the door was a bit steep, going to be honest with you.
They did a great job marketing. It was
I'm just here to see my buddy Mike. And
limited tickets available.
I'll give you like $4. That's kind of what I wanted to say.
And what did they say? You could have
They
said
said there's 30.
it's limited availability. You know, you can't really put a bunch of people in anywhere. But it's fun. Good entertainment.
Sure.
Good entertainment. Everyone spends $30 a day on something anyway.
Food.
Things that help you live.
Essentials.
Yeah. So this is supposed to be our pre-holiday episode. Bonanza. Yes, pre-holiday bonanza or holiday bonanza. Because we'll see. You know, we've got 12 days. Baker, what are we doing here? 12 days of mic'd.
It's twice as mic'd.
Twice as mic'd.
Oh.
2 episodes a day until the end of the year.
Ooh.
Oh, nice. So you start watching now. Get all caught up. So holiday traditions here, Edward. So what I always did, we'd meet on Christmas Eve with my mom's family when I was a kid. I would go to Connecticut and get all our presents with my mom's big family. And Christmas Day, we'd go to meet my dad's family, the Italian side of the family. And we would get all the leftovers from Christmas Eve, which is the seafood. So the Italians have 7 fishes, 7 different seafoods on Christmas Eve. So we'd get always the leftovers on Christmas Day. And then as we got older, family moved around, we started spending, I think every other year we'd be with the Italian side for the entire thing. And we started to get the fish on the day that it was cooked, which is even better than getting it leftover.
Getting it like 3 days old, yeah.
And so since you've had kids and been on I've been doing the 7 fish every year, but I don't think I'm going to do it this year because it's me and my wife and a 10-year-old little boy and a 7-year-old little girl.
Yeah, they don't want fish.
They don't like it. They don't like. It's not like I love it, but so I think I'm out. So I don't know. Do you just take a year off from tradition until everyone can get back together, or do we start a new tradition?
I think this is the year to just, this is the year just to not
order Chinese food and just call it a day.
Yeah.
What was Christmas like? So Yanine, who's from Mexico, was in here earlier, and she asked if they celebrate Christmas in England.
In England.
Yeah.
Yes. And we have buildings, and we have transportation. It's actually it's kind of like a real country. With people.
People are there?
Yeah.
So what is walk me through.
Well,
little Edward with his big sister Claire growing up in Surrey, England. What is Christmas? What does it look like?
Well, it starts off, you write your wish list to Santa on a piece of paper.
Okay.
And then you put it in the fireplace, and the paper burns, and all the words go up the chimney and go to the North Pole, and that's how you let Santa know what you want. Which I was always fascinated. I'm like,
Santa lives in the North Pole in England as well.
Yes.
Okay, so that's consistent.
Yeah.
We gotta get Janine up here so she can take notes, so she knows these things. Okay.
Yep. Yeah, and then everything else is pretty standard, Mike. Get up in the morning, bunch of presents, eat a bunch of food.
Is Christmas Eve a big thing? You do the midnight mass, that kind of stuff?
Yeah, I've done that in the past. Christmas Eve is actually a huge night for people to go out.
Really?
The party goers. Yes.
Really?
So I had many, many years in Millionaire's nightclub where they would do the countdown at midnight, and they would
countdown to Christmas, And then
Yep.
they like bring out like a little baby Jesus at midnight. Like how do they do
Yeah,
it? Drop him
any
from
of
the
that
ceiling,
going on.
lower him from the ceiling with sparkles all over him.
Yeah, not so much. But
That'd be good.
yeah, it's always a big night to go out. Well, it was. Boxing Day obviously is a big deal. That's fun. It used to be back in the day, Michael, that people would give presents on Christmas Day, but they wouldn't open their boxes until the next day.
Oh,
Hence Boxing Day. Yeah.
Delayed gratification.
Exactly.
Wow, you start teaching them young then, huh?
Yeah. Boxing Day is a big sports day in England. So there's lots of soccer matches, horse racing, just a lot going on Boxing Day.
So temperature-wise in England this time of year? What are we looking at?
It's usually fairly chilly. You can basically guess that the weather in England is about the same as it is in New York.
But they never get snow though, right?
I think it snows sometimes.
Do you? Well, that's right. I saw Christmas Carol, and it snowed.
Here you go.
Yeah, Scrooge. Yeah. It's a cartoon, but it was snow in England. There's got to be some semblance of truth to that, right?
Yeah, no. I mean, it snows up in northern England and Scotland a lot.
What's the Christmas menu? So Christmas Eve, you get out, throw down. Christmas morning,
menu.
you wake up slightly hungover. And what happens? Mimosas, Bloody Marys. What do you?
Whatever's going on with that, yeah. And then usually Christmas dinner around 3 or 4.
Mm-hmm.
Turkey, stuffing. Mince pies are very popular in England.
Now, no one other than maybe Big John and Jenny know what you're talking about. What is mince pie?
It's basically like these currants.
I still don't even know what that is. It's
know
like
what
a
a
currant.
raisin is.
I know what a raisin is.
Currants.
Currants?
Yeah.
See,
It's kind of like a raisin. So you put a bunch of that in some pastry, make a little mince pie.
wow.
And it's funny because my wife Kelly, first time she was in England, she ate a mince pie and she went into it thinking it was meat.
Oh.
And it was like,
Oh.
it was a surprise. Yeah, they're not that great.
Anytime that
And we
happens.
have Christmas pudding,
So what's in Christmas pudding?
similar sort of stuff, berries and currants. And
Just softer.
raisins.
Softer.
And what you do is you set fire to it.
To the pudding, you set fire. So,
set
it
fire
make
to
it
the
a little,
pudding.
so the top gets a little.
Yeah, a little glaze.
Yeah. Okay.
And I haven't had any Christmas pudding in a while. Fun fact though, will make you fart a lot.
Which ingredient causes that?
I think it's the currants.
I don't know what those are. That's wonderful.
Clearly, I don't really know, but you can Google Christmas pudding and see what's in it.